So hi everyone, today we will focus on SDGs number 2, and this is our title, Make Farmer Red Again. Here first, I have the good news and the bad news for you. The bad news is that, according to the United Nations, there will be less than 5% of the world population become farmers in 2030. That's really terrible, but don't worry, because our good news is that, as you can see in this chart, the number of people who engage in agriculture is increasing in Taiwan. Sounds great. So which means that Taiwan has developed sustainable agriculture, and which is in line mentioned details in 2.3. So now, today I will talk a little bit fast and to use 2 cases, 3 participants, the government, the local organization, and the company to show how these 3 participants to make farmers red again, and especially to make those farmers' income increasing. Okay, now I want to ask, what composes agriculture? We simply divide it into 3 parts. 1, farmer, land, and market. The farmer will plant the product on the land and sell it to the market. Maintaining these 3 conditions is not easy. As we know, the government plays an important role here, and the question is, can the government maintain these 3 conditions by itself? I think maybe the government needs help. So here we have 2 cases. One is from South Korea, the other is from Taiwan, to show how the government cooperates with the company and how the government cooperates with the local organization to make farmers red again. First, in South Korea. A few years ago, South Korea, just like other developing countries, faced the problem that their young population flows out from the village to the city. And what would this cause in the rural area? The problems such as aging population and also uneven distribution of resources, and it also caused the following problems. So, no farmer, no agriculture. How did the South Korean government solve this problem? Let me see. So, the government chose to cooperate the company, for example, Samsung, to provide the launch a movement called New Village Movement. So what is the New Village Movement? It is that the government will provide subsidy, provide money to those farmers. Then the company, for example, Samsung, will provide technical support. And then they also rebuild infrastructure, cultivate talents, and provide grants in the rural area. So this is the case that how the government cooperates with the company. How about a case in Taiwan? Taiwan has a similar situation in the South Korean. We also have our young generation flows out from the rural area to the city. So we also have the problem that aging population in the countryside. So how did our government solve this problem? It is noteworthy that our government cooperates with the local organization. And I want to explain the local organization here. The difference between local organization and company is local organization has smaller business scale than a company. And here I want to introduce a person that is the representative of local organization called Mr. He Peijing. He is born and raised in Nantou, and he is committed to revitalize the economy in Nantou through agriculture. So he and the government work together to the government provide subsidy, provide money for those farmers, and then the Beijing local organization provide technical support. And then they also do local revitalization, and then use the principle of adaptation to local. Also, they put added value on the products. And all this is the case that the government cooperates with the local organization. But there are some drawbacks in these 2 cases. Let us see. The first is New Village Movement. In New Village Movement, the first drawback is talk about money. Although their farmers received money from the government, received subsidy from government, however, there's no guarantee that their products will always be competitive enough in the market. So this give money is not a long-term solution. How about the second drawback? We talk about the technical support. The company, for example, I say Samsung will provide technical support. But as you can see, some of the company in South Korea, it is not in the background of agriculture, so maybe whether their provided technical support is professional or not. This is the thing that we evaluate. So how about the case in Taiwan? Taiwan has the similar background of the South Korean, so we have the same drawbacks here, but there's one thing different. It is the local organization provide technical support. So why is the local organization provides technical support has a drawback? Because I say the local organization has the smaller business scale than the company. So sometimes they would have the shortage of the human resources. So based on these two cases, here is our proposal. We think three of them, the government, local organization, and the company, can work together to make farmer great again. How come? For the technical support, we think the government and the local organization should work together. In this case, the government can provide human resources to the local organization, and then the local organization can provide those more professional, more localized technical support for those farmers. How about, on your right side, invest for startup? You may ask, so where's the money? In this case, we will need the hand of the company. In this case, company is not merely granting money for those farmers. They invest in. In this way, if farmer cannot come up with a better idea on their product, the company will stop investing. In other words, farmer, if they want to receive money from the company, they need to work hard. So based on this, our proposal, the problem of human resources is solved. Also, you can make sure that their product can be competitive enough in the market, then they can sell the product in the market, and their income will increase. And as we know, each country has its own situation and priorities, so we can understand that each country uses different ways to make farming great again. But I want to say that you don't necessarily be an expert, but you can also make a better world, make the world a better place. Just like what the United Nations said, people are the core of the sustainable agriculture, which means that everyone can make farmer great again. Thank you.